Yesterday we learned what a scatter plot is. And if y'all would turn y'all's Chromebooks around, please. Yesterday we learned what a scatter plot is. Today we're going to learn how you can use a scatter plot. So yesterday we learned that scatter plots have different types of associations. Positive goes how? Up. Negative goes? Nonlinear has a curve. And no association is just random dots. Okay. What we're going to do today is if it's a linear association. So what does it say right here? When a scatter plot is, what does linear mean? A line. When it's showing a straight line trend, you can use a line to model the relationship. This is called a trend line. And that's what we're learning today. We're learning about trend lines. A trend line can be used to make predictions. So this is what we saw yesterday. We saw a scatter plot that looked like this. What kind of association is this? Because the dots are moving up in a straight line pattern. No, they're not making a straight line, but do you see how if I drew a line through them, they're following that? This right here, do y'all see the same picture? This is this picture with a trend line drawn in it. A trend line follows the dots. That's all it is. Does everybody understand what a trend line is? Yes or no? Your job is going to be to learn how to make a trend line and how to use the trend line to make predictions. And this is all over the STAR test. So flip to the back. Today I put the trend line there for you. Tomorrow you will be drawing your own trend lines. Okay? So everybody look at this graph. What are we comparing? Weeks to? As the weeks are increasing, the sales are also, they're going up. So the more the weeks, the more the sales go up. It wants you to predict. Guys, pay attention. We only have 4 examples. Predict the number of sales for week 10. So everybody find week 10 and circle it. Did everybody find it? Go up to the trend line. That's where your answer is. So go over. And where are you at? A little above 900, right? So any type of guess, these are going to be multiple choice. So what would y'all want to write? 950 is too much because that would be like right there. 920 would be a good guess. 910 would be a good guess, right? Anything between 900 and 1,000, but closer to 900. All right, now look at the next question. Predict the week based on 650 sales. So where would 650 sales be? On the y-axis or the x-axis? All right, so go to 650, which is right here. Draw a line to your trend line, which is right here. Does everybody agree? Draw a line straight down. That's your answer. Between 6 and 7 weeks. So if you said 6.5 weeks, that's perfectly fine. So do y'all understand how to use a trend line? I am going to give you a moment to answer this question on your own based off of this graph. But real quick, let's look at this graph. What's happening now? As the weeks are going up, the sales are going down. This is a negative trend. I want you to answer these questions based off of this graph. Go. Everybody should be doing it. Answer this question right now. Okay, let's start with the first one. Predict the number of cells in week 10. Everybody, what axis am I looking at for weeks? X-axis, right here. Go to 10 and circle it. If this line keeps going, I'm literally right here, right? Where am I at on the on the Y-axis? How much money are they going to make in week 10? People have realized they don't like their product. They stopped buying them. Yes? All right, I'm going to give you a moment to do this question. I'm waiting for you to do the bottom question. I don't see that it's done. Where are you going for this number? Which axis? Weeks or sales? Guys, what does it say? So you're finding 180 over here. Which is somewhere in there, yes? You are then drawing a line to your trend line, which is right here, and go down. So between 7 and 8. Now, could you guess 8? Because it's closer to 8, yes. But for right now, I would say between 7 and 8 weeks. On the assignment, it's multiple choice. So you would have to pick the closest answer. The closest is really like 8, yes? All right, I'm going to pass out the assignment. Let's look at the first few together. Look at number 1. Do you see that the dots are the same on every single scatter plot? The dots. Are the dots all the same? Yes, yes they are. The lines are not. Look at the dots. The dots are the same. Choose the graph of which line best fits the data given. Which line follows those dots the best? Please circle it. Graph 1. Tomorrow I'm going to teach you how to draw your own trend line. Okay? Today the trend lines are drawn for you. Go to number 2. Read the question based on the trend line. What would be the weight of a person who is 72 inches tall? Well, where is inches at? On the x-axis or the y-axis? All right, so we got to figure out what they're counting by. Here's 62. Where would 63 be? Right here in the middle. So 63. This is going to be 65. I'm looking for 72. So 70, oh, look at this. This is going to be 71. So 72 isn't even on the graph. It's over here. Do y'all agree? So you kind of have to extend your graph just a little bit so that you can go up to your trend line. And there's where your answer is. I don't know if that was perfect because I kind of went crooked. All right, where am I at for weight? I'm above 160, right? So which answer is closest? 163. You got to use your answers and pick the closest one. So number 3, do y'all understand what you're doing? Look at number 3. It's asking about 4 kilometers. Where is kilometers at? On the y-axis. So you're going to 4. You're going over to your trend, which would be right in here, yes? And going down.
48. Oh, 35.
Which one of these is the closest? 35. All right, look how easy this bottom part is. State if there is a positive, negative, or no association. So everybody look at number 4. Is there an association? What are these dots doing? Could I draw a line through them? I did. It's following the dots patterns, yes? This is positive. Ooh, what about number 5? Could I draw a line through these? I can't even draw a trend through those. That's no association. And the last one, could I draw a trend through those? If I drew a line, it's going down, which is negative. Okay, you are going to do the rest on your own. When you finish, you will check it with my paper, turn it into the box, and then do any missing work. Get busy.